channel. We're going to be doing a pumpkin carving of Mickey Mouse. So we have our stencil, we have our marker to trace Mickey Mouse's silhouette onto our pumpkin. We have 2 spoons so that we can get all of the seeds out and then the pumpkin stuff that's inside. And then a knife so that we can cut the top off the pumpkin and be able to get everything out of there. So I have my little helper today. And then we also have a little bucket or bowl so that we can be able to put all of the stuff into there if you want to save the seeds. So we're going to go ahead and put our silhouette of Mickey Mouse onto the pumpkin. We have some tape that's already on there, that way we can just go ahead and stick him on. Yeah, are we gonna draw? We will then go ahead and trace around the stencil. That way we can go ahead and know where to cut. You just want to make sure the tape is not in the way of the marker drawing around the ears. So you can always just pull that tape up a little bit and then trace around it and put it back. Yeah, we're drawing on the pumpkin, huh? Yeah. It's always good to have a helper, isn't it? Are you my helper today? Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be on there so that you can know where you're cutting. Half the fun is being creative, isn't it, buddy? All right, so now we have our tracing so that we're ready. We know generally where we're supposed to cut, so we'll be able to carve that shape into our pumpkin. So we're gonna go ahead, take the top off and get all the gunk out. All right, are we gonna cut the top off the pumpkin? Yeah, you can help. Boop, okay, my turn. Your turn? Good job, my turn. All right, so we have now cut the top off our pumpkin, and now we're just going to go ahead, pull all of the insides out, get the seeds separated. And we're actually gonna save the seeds because we're going to make a couple little things with them. We're gonna make some roasted pumpkin seeds, and then as well as some roasted ones with flavoring. So we will see how those turn out as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and clean this all out, and then we will go ahead and be able to carve out the shape of our Mickey silhouette on our pumpkin. Ooh, look at all that. Look at all those pumpkin seeds. You wanna touch it? No? Okay. And then we just put them in our bowl, and we'll separate all of the inside of the pumpkin from the seeds. That way we can go ahead and make them into different kinds of pumpkin seeds so we can eat them. There's lots of stuff in the pumpkin, so you just kind of have to dig around, pull it out. I like to use a spoon to kind of carve the sides of the pumpkin, just scrape the sides of the pumpkin, kind of like this. That way you can get everything out of there. The more stuff you have out of there, the longer your pumpkin seems to kind of last. So since it is kind of the beginning of October, it'd be nice if it lasted until Halloween, since that's why we are carving them. So it's easiest if you just kind of scrape all that out, stick your hand in there, and get everything out of there. So the inside of your pumpkin should be pretty bare now. It should be very empty. There really should not be any seeds or anything else in there. There may still be some things along the side where you can't really get those out. But you'll be able to see more when we are able to carve this part of the pumpkin out, the Mickey Mouse part. And then we'll be able to get anything out that we weren't able to before. After that, we will go ahead, now that we have everything done, we'll go ahead and just clean these up a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and start carving this part of our pumpkin out. So now we're ready to go ahead and start carving this part of our pumpkin. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the line right here. And then you'll be able to, whoop, there we go. And you want to be really careful to kind of just stay on that line as best you can. It will be kind of hard just because the knife isn't the easiest thing to cut with. Oh no, are we carving the pumpkin?
Uh-huh.
But as long as you stay pretty close to that line, it should come out looking pretty cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully get everything looking okay again. There we go. You might have to go over it once or twice just to make sure that you really got that part punched out. And this is definitely a part that if you're doing it and you're younger, you definitely want someone else that's a little older to be helping with this, just because it is a knife and it's a little dangerous. So my little helper is actually drawing a picture of Mickey Mouse right now while I'm cutting this out. Aren't you my little helper? Oh, are you looking inside? Does it look gross? Keep your hands out, okay? Don't put your hands in there right now. Yes, it looks so yucky. Ew. Yeah, I know, I see. Does it look so silly? Why don't you scoot back over there and keep drawing Mickey Mouse for me? Can you draw some more Mickey Mouse pictures for Mama? Okay, draw some more for Mommy. So I am finding that the more that you just kind of go on the line, push the knife in, just pull it out real quick, a little easier to stay on the line than just trying to cut through the entire thing at once. You get a lot more even lines, which is nice. Exactly what you want. So now you just want to push this out and then you'll be able to see your finished product. So it looks pretty good, I think, just like around the lines. So we can go ahead and clean that up a little bit so you're not able to see the black line at all. And then it'll look a little bit better. All right, so now we're just kind of cleaning up those edges with the black marker, just trying to make it look a little nicer. So this is just the finishing touches of the outside. And like I said before, we'll go ahead and just clean up the inside. Any parts that we don't really like how it looks, we'll just go ahead and clean those up real quick. That way it's nice and pretty on the inside. And then we'll be able to stick our little candle in there and it'll look super cute on Halloween. So now we're just cleaning up the inside of the pumpkin, getting all of the stuff out we didn't really like. Didn't look too pretty. Just making it look a little nicer on the inside. That way when our little candle's in there, it'll look a little cuter. Okay, so now we have went ahead and cleaned out everything inside the pumpkin. I like how it looks now. So I have the top. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that back on there so it'll look super cute on Halloween. So there's our finished project. Make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thanks so much. Say bye.
Bye.
Say thank you.
Bye.